Um, yeah, I saw a lot of chatter this morning about the price action being tough to get in on this drop that happened. So I just want to do a quick recap using, I've been really focusing on 5-minute order blocks and what I was looking at and how I was able to get in on a trade. Unfortunately, my trading view is not connecting to Tradevate right now. I don't know why, but you won't be able to see my executions. But I did take one right around here whenever it tapped into this wick. So there were a couple entries that I saw. One I got out of because it was invalidated, but I did want to go over those. So first thing we see coming into the morning, we had the overnight session here, the early morning session. We had this pump up to take London Killzone high, Asian Killzone high, right? So at that point, we have a bearish bias for the day due to what happened yesterday. So there's a little bit of a bearish bias, but we're waiting to see what happens at 9:30, looking for a short entry, right? First thing that I saw was after sweep, we did close under an order block here, right at the 9:30 candle. Actually, 9:30 candle swept up more and then closed under this up close candle and this series of up close candles here. So I actually did take a trade. I was considering this the order block. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to make sure I got in. Oops, sorry, not a plus OB, a minus OB. I don't know why my keyboard's freaking out. Dude, what is going on? Anyway, we have the minus OB there, right? So what I was looking for is, wow, what is happening? My computer is freaking out. Anyway, we had the minus OB here. You see this price jumping? Look at this. Oh, it's just on my screen. It's not even on OBS. Damn, sorry guys. So what I was looking for was an invalidation of this order block to say, hey, maybe the move's off, right? So that happened at the 9:45 candle right here. So at that time, I had entered basically right at 9:35 on this order block, and then it was invalidated at 9:45. So I closed the trade, and I decided to look for the next entry. There was another entry. So when this swept up at 9:55 and then 10 o'clock news sent the price down, and it closed under both of this one and this one, right? One key thing, and probably what I should have cared about a little bit, was that we hadn't at this point invalidated the bull run, right? When this order block came in to play, we hadn't invalidated the bull run yet because we hadn't invalidated a order block, right? At this 9:55 candle, we close above the 9:20 candle here, this red down close candle. That confirms it as a new potential order block, right? Bullish order block. When this 10 o'clock candle closes, I mean, it obviously broke the mean threshold. It also killed the whole candle. That would kill the bullish move and also confirmed the bearish move. So let's draw out, as of 10 a.m., what our order blocks look like. We'll do the full candles. We have minus OB, even though it sort of depends, but I'm going to draw out the full candles just so you get the whole picture here. Now, as of the close of the 10 o'clock candle, you could take a very early entry on the wick of the 945 candle, when it comes back into the wick of that candle. I actually had an entry placed at the body of that candle. I did want to see price come up and hit into the body of 945, so I didn't get in here. So price took off, and then once again, you're always going to want to draw your invalidation lines on the last order block that was created, right? Because if it would close, if price would close over 50% of this candle, I like to take the whole one, the whole candle, then I would say the bearish structure has been invalidated, and we want to just sort of reset and look for more confirmation. All right, so that's that. We had this little tiny up close candle with a big wick. That is a potential order block. So that was my next go at things, right? And we did get confirmation. Remember, we want to close under the wick. So when we close under the wick of this 1005 candle is at 1020, right? We had this red candle down, closed under that. So that would confirm this as the next order block. There's a couple things that made me more confident in this one. First off, we had a lot of wicks up, wick up, and then full fat down close candle here. This is like a balanced price range, right? So any price movement into this balanced price range should be met with rejection, right? And we were seeing that. So as soon as 1020 closed, we had a push back up. Actually, at the 1025 candle, it came back into the wick, and that's when I got in. I got in right at the tap of the wick, right? We did dig in a little bit, but the next thing I'm looking for is a confirmation of continuation, which would be confirming any of these up close candles as new order blocks, which we did get at the 1045 candle, and that sort of cemented. You know, we have this series here. We have that little one. I mean, you take the series probably because it took some liquidity. But that sort of cemented that the run was happening to at least previous day low. So that was the target, and that's where I got out of the trade. So I just want to do a quick recap because I saw a lot of confusion. How can I get in? Obviously there was no entry on this latest one, but there was sufficient entry on this one. It's a little scary because prices run quite a bit. We were a little bullish in the morning. We hadn't done a break of the order block structure here, but I don't think it matters, right? This structure took us to the liquidity. At that point, when we break the bullish structure here and create bearish structure, we ignore this unless it comes down here and reestablishes bullish structure, right? If it reestablishes bullish structure here, then we can see another leg. But until then, we're bearish, right? So remember to always look for invalidation. Our current invalidation would be here, right? If we see, obviously there could be another order block confirmed down in this area that it's working in right now. But as of right this second, the current invalidation point for the bearish order flow is this line. So if we see a close above this line, I would expect if we do go bullish, it'll create a bearish order block down here, and it'll violate it, right? That's what usually happens. So what you're looking for continuation is a bearish order block creation down here, and it uses it to spring off into another leg, or a bearish order block down here that is invalidated for a bullish order flow for a potential reversal back up into here or further on. All right, so that's what I was looking for on the 5-minute order blocks. Yeah, hopefully this helps you try to get in when you have a bias and you just can't find entry. All right.